Hey guys, this is Jason Wirch coming to you from frugalforless.com, and today we're going to be reviewing one of the more popular survey sites on the web, Survey Junkie. In this review, we're going to be explaining how much you can earn with Survey Junkie, how long do the surveys actually take, whether Survey Junkie is a scam or if it's a legitimate site, and, well, whether Survey Junkie is actually worth your time or not. In addition to that, we're going to go through a quick walkthrough of how to get started with Survey Junkie and also best tips for maximizing your income with the site. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started with a quick list of pros and cons. Off with the pros. So when you first register with Survey Junkie, you should notice that there's absolutely no cost to join. And this should be apparent with any survey site, and I can't stress this enough. If a survey site ever asks for your credit card information or any sort of payment information, they are most likely a scam. With that said, Survey Junkie does not require any payment, and there are plenty of other free survey sites on the web today. So if you ever run across a survey site that asks for any sort of credit card information, please do not sign up. When you do take surveys with Survey Junkie, you're given a certain amount of points, and the amount of points you're given depends on the survey that you take. These points can be used, they can be exchanged for either PayPal deposits or for gift cards. Last time I checked, you could use the points for either Target gift cards or Amazon gift cards, but keep in mind that sometimes they do change the gift cards that are available. The information you do provide to Survey Junkie, the answers to your surveys, goes toward helping companies improve their products and services. So this is pretty cool. You're not only earning cash on the side, but you're actually helping out companies improve their products and services. The answers that you do provide are kept completely anonymous, so there's no way that a company could actually trace your answers back to you. Now, there is the potential to earn up to $12 per hour, or better said, at a rate of $12 per hour with Survey Junkie. However, there's also the potential to earn less than this. So we're going to get more into detail about this later on in the video. There is a small registration bonus of 25 cents. While it isn't much, it is a nice start. And the great thing, one of the best parts about Survey Junkie is that if you're not eligible for a survey, you're still going to be given points. I've run across many survey sites in which I'm not eligible for a survey and I'm not given anything at all. And the best part is that they usually tell you within 1 to 2 questions. So you don't have to waste your time going halfway through the survey only to find out that you're not eligible. And I've run across this, again, many times with other different sites. Now let's get started with a quick list of cons of Survey Junkie. There we go. So depending on numerous factors, the payout also has the potential to be quite low, as we mentioned above. This could be because of your demographics, your profile information, the surveys you're taking, which is probably most likely the case. But again, we'll get more into detail about this as well. So while we did mention that if you're not eligible, your given points can be a plus, it also can be a con. So think about it if you are taking a survey to find out that you're going to be earning a quick $2 to $3 and you find out that you're not eligible for the survey and you're only given 3 cents. So that can sometimes be a disappointment. Survey Junkie states that on average people are only eligible for 1 in 4 surveys that they do take. However, at least they do give you some points for trying, and you do find out really quickly, so you're not going to be spending more than 10 seconds on each survey that you're ineligible for. There is a minimum balance of $10 to cash out for either PayPal or gift cards. This isn't a huge con just because I usually don't find it too difficult to reach this amount, but it is something to keep in mind. Right now, they are limiting users from the United States, Canada, and Australia, but they do have plans to expand. However, we are not certain when this is going to happen and if this is actually ever going to happen. This is just what I've heard. Surveys can be a little bit time-consuming and tedious, especially if you take low-paying surveys. Again, we're going to get more into detail about how to maximize your earnings and spend as little effort as possible with Survey Junkie, but just be aware that if you continuously take all low-paying surveys with Survey Junkie, it may be the case that you're actually not getting paid very well, and it can lead to burnout essentially. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the website first, just to see what Survey Junkie is about. So they have a pretty nice design. It looks like, just from the interface, that it's a pretty legitimate site. You can take surveys and get paid. They do a quick description here of what they are about. You take surveys, you earn rewards, and get paid. Pretty simple and straightforward for PayPal or e-gift cards. They have a quick list of reviews. Looks like they're sourcing it from Trustpilot, and looks like they're all positive, all 5 stars. And well, that doesn't help me much, because I would assume that on the Survey Junkie homepage they would only have positive things to say about themselves. But it does help a little bit. Again, PayPal, Target, or Amazon gift cards at the moment, but it looks like these options can change, so just be aware of that. And it looks like that's about it. So with that started, let's go ahead and set up a quick throwaway account. So this account, I'm not going to be actually cashing out, so a lot of the answers I'm going to be providing are not going to be completely accurate, just to get through the process as quickly as possible. So you can sign up for Facebook, Google+, or for email. So I'm just going to use frugalforless20@gmail.com over the age of 18. And sign up. And when you log in, you should be given a free 25 cents or 25 points. Keep in mind that 1 point is equal to 1 cent. Before you can access your profile, you do need to answer a quick 5-question survey. Again, I'm just going to be answering these quickly. This is a throwaway account. I'm never going to be cashing out. But this literally takes you, 30 seconds. I'm male, and my name is Jason Wirch, and I'm going to create a password that no one will ever know, except for me. So here it should state that I'm given points just for creating an account. That didn't take long, and that's pretty cool. So I'm given 25 points right off the bat. Great. And it looks like, they want you to first fill out your general profile information, and I can't stress enough that you need to be as accurate as possible with these questions. If Survey Junkie ever finds out that you're inconsistent with the information that you provide, they do have the potential to either A, stop giving you surveys, or B, suspend your account, which means all of your hard work will have gone to waste, because you might still have money in your account that you can't cash out. In order to get through these questions as quickly as possible, I'm just going to select random answers. Again, this is not a real account, and I'm never going to cash out with it. It's just used as a demonstration. So there's only 16 questions. That didn't take me long. Looks like there's a few more. Okay. I'm just going to click OK to get through this, and just in the household. Okay. Great, so that didn't take too long. It might take you a bit longer because you're going to be taking your time and answering as honestly as possible, but at least I'm given 50 points. Not only that, but Survey Junkie is going to use your information that you provide to actually give you more surveys relevant to you. This is great because the surveys you take will be more interesting. They're related to things that you know and that pertain to your life. And it looks like we're giving a survey right off the bat. So let's go ahead and before we get into the survey, let's go ahead and take a quick look here at the sidebar. You're shown your point amount, how much these points are actually worth. So 1 point is worth 1 cent, 75 cents. You do need a minimum of $10 to cash out. And then we have a quick start checklist. So this is just a quick checklist of what you should be doing next to earn points. So confirming your email, that takes a second. You're given 25 points or 25 cents. That's pretty cool. How it works, we can run through a quick tutorial here. We're given 5 points. They go through the checklist, surveys, how many points you have, how to redeem, and that they're here to help. Got it, thanks. And awesome, we're given 5 points. I can complete my profile, which I just did, and I was given 50 points. And let's take a look at this survey here. So This is where the money comes in, right? So we're here on Survey Junkie to take surveys and earn cash from it. So we notice that we're given 90 points, which is worth 90 cents, for 10 minutes of our time. If we calculate this out, it's worth $5.40 per hour. You're earning at a rate of $5.40 per hour. Meaning if I had 6 of these surveys, I'd complete them all within an hour and earn $5.40. Now, is this worth my time? Probably not. And the reason for that is because, well, I could spend my time with other survey sites earning at a rate of closer to $10 per hour, or doing something more productive with my life. However, keep in mind that this is not always the case. The surveys that they do provide you with depend completely on your demographics. If I had completed my profile information in a completely different way, it could be the case that I'm given better paying surveys or even lower paying surveys. Not only that, but I usually find that their page is updated daily. So if I log in tomorrow, it might be possible that I have different paying surveys that could be lower paying or even higher paying. So it really just depends. I have another throwaway account here that has a little bit more time that I'm going to show you. So you can see here that I've already confirmed my email. I did a few other profiles that they asked. Looks like there's a few other profiles here that they asked for, your health profile and your household profile. These are, again, useful to help determine which surveys they give you. They want to give you the surveys that are most pertinent to you, that are most related to you. So keep that in mind. So I've done a few things here and I have a few more points. But let's take a look at how much these surveys are worth. So the first one, is 25 cents for 3 minutes. If I complete 4 of those, it means I'm given $1 for 12 minutes or $5 per hour. Again, not great. And there aren't that many surveys that do much better than that until we get down here. This is what we're looking for. 345 points for 10 minutes. If we were to complete 6 of these surveys, it would take us an hour. And we would essentially be earning a little bit over $20 per hour. This is what Survey Junkie is about. Now, as you can see from this quick list of surveys, the amount is quite limited to the amount of high-paying surveys is quite limited. This is pretty much the only one on the list that's worth my time from how it appears. However, oftentimes I can find that if I run through these surveys at a diligent pace, they might not take me 10 minutes. I'm still being honest. I'm taking my time with the survey, but I'm getting it done as quickly as I can without having to lie or just rush through the questions. So I might actually be able to take off 1 or 2 minutes from this 10-minute time frame that they estimate, meaning I can actually be earning these 345 points at maybe 8 or 9 minutes. Same goes for all of these other surveys. So instead of 90 points for 22 minutes, maybe I can cut off, 4 or 5 minutes. So it might only actually be 16, 17, 18 minutes for this survey. Or this survey could take me 2 minutes, which might actually be worth my time if I can earn at, 25 points within 2 minutes. That's pretty decent. But again, it really depends on the profile information that you provided. Let's go ahead and take a quick sample survey here. So before you start, again, answer honestly. Be consistent. If you see the same question twice, give the same answer. And this is because, well, they're going to test you. If they find inconsistent answers, they're not going to give you more surveys, and they might suspend your account. So just be honest and be consistent and take your time. They do state that completing surveys too quickly may result in disqualification. And yes, this has been the case. This can be the case if you take too many surveys in a day even. They want you to only take a few surveys per day because they want you to not run into burnout. And they want you to be consistent on all surveys. If you're taking 10 surveys in a day, you might get tired and provide inconsistent answers. With that said, let's go ahead and get started with Survey Junkie and run through a sample survey. You're redirected to a site, and let's see what they say. So it loads. I did not qualify for the survey, and that's okay because I should be giving points regardless just for trying. So it looks like that's awesome. That took me, I just clicked a button and I'm given 3 points or 3 cents. I didn't have to do anything. With that in mind, I highly recommend going ahead and at least trying to take each survey to see if you'll just be giving free points even if you're not eligible. With that said, it looks like most of the surveys here are low paying. So you may be wondering, is this worth my time even? I can find maybe a survey every once in a while, but the majority of the surveys here are low paying. And for my personal recommendation, I would say that if you want to be provided with higher paying surveys, take more surveys. If you take surveys consistently 1 to 2 times a day for a couple of weeks, Survey Junkie will notice that. They will notice that you're a frequent survey taker, that you're a high quality survey taker, and they'll want to reward you for that. They will want you to stay with them, and they will want you to keep providing them with consistent and honest answers. For that reason, we do recommend that if you want to earn closer at, like this survey at the $20 per hour range, then for the first 1 to 2 weeks, it might be beneficial to take as many surveys as possible. After that, you can be more selective. If you find that after 2 weeks, you're still getting, 35 points, 35 cents for 15 minutes, which is under $2 per hour, don't take those surveys. Only stick to high-paying surveys. I found from my experience from other accounts that I can pretty much earn at a consistent rate, of at least $12 per hour. And when I get a survey like this, I'm pretty content because I'm essentially earning at, over $20 per hour at that rate, which is great. You will not find many survey sites that give you that amount. With that said, I can't say that I'm giving many of these surveys. Like I said, average for me would be, $10 to $12 per hour. If I were to take all of these surveys, all of the surveys that I ever encounter on the site, I'm probably not going to do much better than $5, $6, or $7 per hour. When you get into consistently taking surveys with Survey Junkie, be selective and take the higher paying ones. With that said, let's go ahead and talk about whether Survey Junkie is a scam or not. So from my personal experience, I've always been paid the right amount and I've been paid on time. Usually I'm paid within a couple days, but they can take up to a week to pay you. So here's an example of my cash out from not too long ago. I was given $11.25 to my PayPal account. Survey Junkie is known as Blue Media Ventures Inc., so keep that in mind. And I was given my payout. So for me personally, I can't say that they are a scam. A lot of people in the past have said they are a scam, but not usually for payout reasons, usually for other reasons. So let's get more into detail about that. So this is my page, frugalforless.com. You can go to frugalforless.com/surveyjunkie-review to find all of this information in the video and basically in written text form. But I've also provided a section on what other people have to say about Survey Junkie and their review of it. So here's a review from full-time job from home about whether Survey Junkie is a scam, and they have some good details here. So they do have some complaints. There's not many surveys. They want you to sign up for other panels, and they used to be pretty sketchy. So let's get into is Survey Junkie a scam. So they say that Survey Junkie has made improvements and became less scammy over the past few years to where I can say it's legitimate. So a lot of people had complaints, they were sending too many emails. They were boasting that you could make $20 per hour very easily, that their surveys were worth a lot more, but that wasn't the case. And apparently they made a rapid improvement and a huge change, so they're actually pretty honest. They do state you can only make, on average $1 to $3 per survey, which from what we saw from my account was, pretty true for the most part. These are a little bit lower, 90, 80 cents, some at 35 cents, but this one's even higher than $3. So I'd say that Survey Junkie is pretty accurate with the information that they provide now. However, they still recommend that you stay away from this survey site, but it looks like that's just more because there's a lack of surveys. To me, it doesn't seem like there's a lack of surveys, but maybe a lack of higher paying surveys is what they are referring to. However, they do say that it's a legit site and give it 3 out of 5 stars, which is not the best, but not super terrible. Here's another review from WA Adventures. Let's see. They do state that BBB, Better Business Bureau, states that Survey Junkie was given an A+ rating, so that's good. So that's a great sign. And let's see what else they say. So they do say that it is a real opportunity, but just to proceed with caution. And that should be the case with, well, any reward site that you encounter with. Looks like the one complaint is that there are a few people stating that Survey Junkie doesn't screen the companies that they partner with, and if you actually don't get paid, if Survey Junkie doesn't get paid for the survey, if they don't get paid for the survey that the company gives them, then they will not pay you in return. So this is something to be aware of. However, for me, this has never been the case. I've probably taken quite a few handfuls of surveys just to give it a try, over 30 at least, and I was always given, my payment information. Survey Junkie's pretty great about their support, so if you ever do run into a case which you're not paid for a survey, contact them by email, and I'm sure they'll work it out with you in one way or another. So it looks like that site says that Survey Junkie is pretty legit. And let's go through one more review from Reviewopedia. Is it safe? They state that you can earn $1 to $3 per survey on average, like we stated, which was good. However, many different ways for scam. That's not talking specifically about Survey Junkie. The one thing to be most aware of is offers and trials. This was a thing of the past with Survey Junkie. So this is not so much the case with Survey Junkie anymore. They were forcing trials on you because they would earn a commission, basically. So that's not the case anymore, so you don't have to worry about that. They do say that just require proceed with caution and diligence, and pay attention to the details of each survey. So again, that should be pretty obvious with any survey site. So so let's do a quick conclusion. How can you maximize your earnings with Survey Junkie for the first 1 to 2 weeks? Take more surveys, even if they're lower paying, because this will result in higher paying surveys in the future like this, because you will be rewarded from Survey Junkie. They love consistent survey takers and high quality survey takers. Be honest, be consistent, and take your time. Keep in mind that you can usually shave a few minutes off of each survey from their estimations. So maybe this will take 2 minutes, 7 to 8 minutes, 22. It might take me 18, 19 minutes instead. And with that said, you can earn anywhere from $5 to, in this case, up to $20 per hour. However, again, the limit is going to be very low. This does not mean you can earn consistently $20 per hour. This means you can earn at a rate of $20 per hour, meaning the time you do put into Survey Junkie and take their surveys means that time is earning at that rate. There aren't enough surveys to go around for you to consistently earn at that rate. And on average, I'm usually finding it's closer to, $12 per hour for me, considering that I've been given higher paying surveys due to frequent survey taking, and I'm selective in the surveys that I take. Now I don't take these 35-point for 15-minute surveys. They are not worth my time. My time is better spent elsewhere. In fact, I will go ahead and go to one of my other favorite survey sites, such as Point Club or Swagbucks. And with Point Club, I usually find that I can earn at a consistent rate of $7 to $15 per hour, which is excellent for a survey site. They even give you a $5 sign-up bonus, which is a great incentive to get started. Even if you don't like it, you can just cash that out the first time with this free $5 and, move on. Swagbucks is also another great option. It looks like they're giving a $10 bonus, which was never the case in the past. I've seen as high as $5 and as low as 0, so it looks like they're now adding a sign-up bonus. But this site is excellent. They pay you not only to take surveys, but to watch videos, shop, get cash back, do searches, play games, free trial offers. They have a lot of different offers available on Swagbucks. And I can usually find that I'm pretty consistent in earning $10 per hour with Swagbucks. And I don't only have to participate in surveys. So these are great alternatives to Survey Junkie. And if you're asking if Survey Junkie is worth your time or not, I would say that based on my demographics and the profile information that I filled out and being selective in the surveys that I take, yes. However, since there are a limited amount of surveys that are available, I might take a few surveys here and there on Survey Junkie, but then move on to other survey sites when there are none available, such as Point Club and Swagbucks. All the links to these survey sites, to Point Club, Swagbucks, and Survey Junkie are found in the description of this video. So you can sign up for that, and I'd greatly appreciate it if you use my links because I do earn a commission. Is Survey Junkie worth it for those that are only given low-paying surveys? No. If you fill out your profile and your demographics don't match what Survey Junkie wants and they don't give you very good surveys, even after a few weeks of taking, being a good survey taker, then no. Move on, or only log in maybe once a week to check for high-paying surveys. I usually log in at least once a day to see if there's a good survey like this one, and today it looks like there is, and just stick with that. If you do have any questions about Survey Junkie and would like to comment anything, go ahead and leave it down below in the comments. Again, if you liked this video, please like and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. We have more reviews coming out. And again, go to frugalforless.com/survey-junkie/review to find all of this information quickly. We're also going to be putting the YouTube video in here as well. With that said, thanks again. This is Jason Wirch coming to you from frugalforless.com. Take care and good luck with taking surveys.